Yo, what is up people? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over the dungeon Ktisis Hyperboreia. I think I'm saying that right. It's the level 87 dungeon in Endwalker. And we're just going to make a quick and easy guide going over all the bosses in this dungeon and explaining their mechanics and breaking it down for you guys. So without further ado, let's just dive right in. The first boss we encounter in this dungeon is Lisa. They'll start off with a tank buster on the tank called Skull Dasher, mitigate accordingly if you're the tank, and heal them through it if you're the healer. They'll then cast their pretty much main mechanic, Frostbite and Seek. They'll turn invisible, but pay attention to the snow on the floor and the footsteps. You'll see where the footsteps are leading, and that's where they'll be. After a short time, they'll cast a massive AoE. As long as you're behind in this certain spot, you'll be fine. Should be quite explanatory in the footage. After a short time again, they'll go back to the middle and cast Icicle. This will leave some icicles on the map, and then they'll cast Frigid Stomp, which is a raid-wide AoE. Now pay attention to the icicles, as they will do an AoE, but they'll give you plenty of time to dodge them. Simply don't be in the bad stuff. They'll then cast another Tank Burst on the tank, and then another Frostbite and Seek. Again, pay attention to where the footsteps are going, sometimes spicing it up as you can see. And then another Frigid Stomp, another raid-wide AoE. Lisa will then return to the middle, casting Icicle. These Icicles will be slightly different, so pay attention, but it still is the same concept to the previous ones. You'll have plenty of time to dodge. They'll spice it up though by throwing in an AoE, which you have to stack, called Heavy Smash. Just all your party members will stack for this, and simply heal through the damage if you're a healer. And that is pretty much the first boss. On to the next. Our second boss is Laden Lord. He'll start the fight off with Scratch, which is the tank buster, so tank, mitigate, and healer heal through accordingly. Next he'll cast Inhale, which is pretty much his main mechanic. As you'll see in the footage, he inhales and his middle head has sort of blue aura around it, and it's slightly more puffed up. He'll then jump to the middle and cast Pyric Breath. Now pay attention to how this is working. The middle head is going to be casting this. And just like that, it covers quite a wide area. He'll then cast Inhale again. Now pay attention to this as it will be slightly different. As you can see, his left head, our right, inhaled first, and then the right head, our left head, inhaled secondly, which means his right head will go off first, and then the left head will go off after. As you can see, I did get hit by it, but it is what it is. They then cast Pyric Spears. These are simply line AoEs. As confusing as it looks at first, I thought they were going to explode, but they are indeed line AoEs. In the between this, he'll cast an Inhale. Pay attention to what heads are puffed up here. You might have missed the order, but as long as you get to a safe spot, you'll be fine, just like in the footage shown. He'll then cast Intimidation, which is simply a raid-wide AoE. Heal and mitigate accordingly. Along with more Pyric Spears and another Inhale, try and pay attention to the order of which he's inhaled. From my understanding, every time it's Pyric Spears, it will always be the middle head and either left or right, so there'll always be a defined safe spot, so you don't have to pay too much attention. Just before he does his Pyric Breath, we'll do a Pyric Blast. This is simply a stack AoE marker, make sure everyone's stacked for this. Then he'll jump back to the middle, and he'll do his Pyric Breath. As you can see here, there's a defined safe spot, and we all go to the right. And that is Laden Lord. On to the final boss. And here we are at the final boss, Hermes. He'll start the fight off with Trismegistos. This is simply a raid-wide AoE, and it'll leave around the arena wind-affected magic. If you go into this, you'll get windburn, so try your best not to go into it. After which, he'll cast Hermetica. This leaves line AoEs around the wrap, as you can see in the footage. Depending on the direction they're facing is basically where the AoEs will be left. As you see in the footage, the middle was completely safe there. Then he'll cast Truth Tornado on the tank. This is a tank buster. Heal and mitigate accordingly. He'll then cast Meteor. This will leave ground AoEs on all 4 directions of the map. Simply go to the middle and prepare for damage. Pay attention to these meteors, as 3 of them are going to be damaged and 1 of them is going to be not damaged. He'll then cast Double and Hermetica. This will basically make Hermeticas on both sides of the map, as you can see from the tethers, and we run to the meteor and dodge them both. In the footage, I don't dodge the other one as I didn't pay attention, but you can see where I went wrong there. He'll then cast double again, this time spicing up with true arrow. This is guaranteed damage, so don't worry about it, you will take it, after which you can dodge the next hit. He'll then cast True Bravery. This can be interrupted, so do interrupt it. If you don't, he'll get a damage up stack. He'll then cast another Trismegistus. This is again another raid-wide AoE. He'll then cast Quadruple, along with Harmatika. As you can tell, this is going to spice it up, as instead of double, he's casting it quadruple amount of times. Simply go to the third set, as I've done in the footage here, which is a safe spot, and then rotate around the room. If you've ever done Ifrit, it's a similar concept to Ifrit. Hopefully the footage shown will make it a bit clear. In between this, he'll cast double, and then he'll cast True Arrow 2. This will leave spread AoE markers, simply spread out that double clip, after which dodge the AoEs. He'll then proceed to cast double again. And this time he'll cast True Tornado on the tank, again heal and mitigate accordingly, and then I'll just leave a puddle which the tank has to dodge. And that is pretty much the fight, the last boss, and the whole dungeon. So thank you again so much for watching, guys, I really do appreciate it. If you made it through the whole video and you found this helpful, then thanks a lot. Give it a thumbs up if you did find it helpful and you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment if you have any feedback on what I can do better for these guides, or just showing appreciation. I don't mind either way. Give me a sub if you enjoyed the content, as there's much more to come. I will be covering Endwalker in the following weeks, making guides for all the dungeons, all the trials, raids, and maybe the ultimate fights. But I'm still in consideration for the ultimate fights, as making those guides are a big feat. Anyway guys, that'll do it for the video. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Take it easy guys, stay safe, we out, peace.